Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zuhar Aiman bin Muhammad Izam. My number matric is A25A4689. Today, our group will be presenting on two influential scholars in the field of management, which is Henry Fayol and Frederick Winslow Taylor. These two figures are widely recognized as the foundation of modern management theory. Fayol is known for his administrative principle, while Taylor is remembered for his scientific management approach. Although their ideas were developed more than a century ago, they remain highly relevant and continue to shape organizational practice today. In this presentation, we will explore their key contribution, compare their perspective, and highlight how their theories still influence management in contemporary organizations. Now, let me explain about background of Henry Fayol. Henry Fayol was a pioneering figure in the field of modern management. He was born in France in 1841 and began his career as a mining engineer. Through a dedication and expertise, he rose to become the general manager of a successful mining company, where he gained extensive practical experience in organizational leadership. Fayol realized that the success of an organization depends not only on resources of technology, but also on effective management. From his observation and professional practice, he developed a systematic theory of management that continues to influence organizations today. His greatest contribution was the identification of four fundamental functions of management, such as planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. In addition, he introduced 14 principles of management, which is emphasis, discipline, division of work, unity of command, and fairness within organization. Because of this contribution, Henry Fayol is widely recognized as the father of modern management theory. Although his ideas were introduced more than a century ago, they remain relevant and are still applied in modern organizations around the world. His background as both an engineer and a manager gave strength to his theories.
This slide explains the major contribution of Henry Fayol to management theory. Henry Fayol is known as one of the most influential figures in management because he introduced the 14 principles of management, which are still widely used in organizations today. One of the greatest contributions was defining the five main functions of management, which is planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. These functions help organizations operate in a more systematic and efficient way. In addition, Fayol emphasized the principle of division of work, which means tasks should be divided according to specializing so employees can work more efficiently and improve productivity. Another important principle is authority and responsibility. Fayol believed that managers should have the authority to give instruction, but at the same time, they must also be responsible for the decision they make. Next, the principle of unity of command means that employees should receive instruction from only one superior to avoid confusion and conflict in the workplace. Lastly, the principle of discipline highlights the importance of respecting rules and maintaining good behavior to create a professional and harmonious working environment. This slide explains the relevance of Henry Fayol management theories in today's modern world. Even though his theories were introduced many years ago, they are still widely applied in companies and organizations today. Many successful companies such as McDonald's, IKEA, and Amazon use Fayol principle in their daily programs. For example, McDonald's applies the principle of division of work by assigning specific tasks to different employees such as cashiers, cooks, and service staff to improve efficiency and productivity. Meanwhile, companies like IKEA apply the principle of authority and responsibility through clear chains of command, where managers and employees understand their roles and responsibilities clearly. Fair ideas remain important because they are simple, practical, and flexible. His management principle can be applied not only in business organization but also in education, project management, operation management, and even personal organizations. In addition, Fayer's systematic approach helped shape management into a formal discipline that is studied and practiced worldwide today. Let me explain about the background of Douglas McGregor, an influential management theorist and psychologist. Douglas McGregor was born in 1906 in Detroit, Michigan, and later became a professor at the MIT Sloan School of Management. He is the best known for developing Theory X and Theory Y, which are two different approaches to employees' motivation and management. This theory explains how managers view their employees and how those views can affect workplace performance. Theory X assumes that employees dislike work, avoid responsibility, and need strict supervision. Because of this, managers using Theory X tend to be more controlling and authoritarian. On the other hand, Theory Y believes that employees are self-motivated, responsibility, and capable of contributing positively when given the right environment and support. Managers who follow Theory Y usually encourage teamwork, trust, and employees' participation. Besides his academic contribution, McGregor also served as the president of Antioch College before returning to MIT, where he continued to improve and develop his management theories.
Next, let's look at Douglas McGregor's contribution and key theories. McGregor introduced Theory X and Theory Y, two different views about employees' behavior. Theory X assumes that employees dislike work, avoid responsibility, and need supervision and control from managers. This management style is more authoritarian. On the other hand, Theory Y believes that employees are self-motivated, creative, and capable of self-direction. Employees can perform well when they are trusted, empowered, and rewarded properly. McGregor's theory changed management approaches from strict control to a more employee-centered style. His idea encouraged better communication, teamwork, leadership, and employee satisfaction. This concept also influenced participative management and organizational development used in many companies today. Now, let's discuss the relevance of McGregor's theories today. Theory Y has a strong impact on modern organization. It supports human resource management, flexible working environments, collaborative leadership, and employee engagement programs. Many companies today use Theory Y to improve productivity, motivation, and workplace relationship. However, Theory X is still relevant in certain situations where strict supervision and discipline are necessary, such as factories, military organization, or jobs with tight deadlines and safety regulation. Overall, McGregor's human-centered approach remains important in today's business environment because it helps managers understand employee behavior and choose suitable leadership styles for different situations.